What is up, the Steem blockchain and the blockchain world? Today I want to talk about future growth areas of Steem blockchain where I see things going. So there are two main projects that has made me consider a little bit where things seems to be going, and the three things I feel is gonna make the Steem blockchain grow is games, virtual reality, and augmented reality. 3D worlds, games, limitless user experience. Limitless user experiences, be able to create whatever you want, and we already have an interesting projects that are trying to create this, and we have a cool game already on the Steem blockchain also that are showing the capabilities of gaming future with combining the Steem blockchain with games, how amazing it can be. So I want to talk about these things in this video. So first of all, let's check out this project called dlux.io. So what these people are trying to do is they are trying to make it so you can create anything in a 3D world. So you can see that I can move around here, and this is just a basic 3D area, 3D room, and you can put in videos, photos, sound, anything here. You can create a custom experience, and as you can see, it is way more engaging to look at and interact with than if I would just look at that at a 2D screen. And I guess maybe you can say in a way that I look at a 2D screen, but you can see that the 3D objects and everything, it is more, I guess, at least for me, and I think it's so for other people also, that it's more pleasing to the eye when you have a more stuff going on, basically. It kind of simulates our real world in many ways, I would say, and you can do anything in these rooms, create anything, any 3D objects, any video, any photo. I mean, the potential is pretty cool. So this is just one room, right, at dlux.io. So this is really, they're trying to combining augmented reality and virtual reality, so you'll be able to even pop things up. So I'm recording this with my camera right now on my phone, so you can pop up various objects and interact with them in various ways. This is going to grow in the future. This is going to grow massively. I feel that this is the future interface that everyone's going to interact with in the future. We have seen how popular video is. Netflix, YouTube, Amazon Video, HBO, everything. Why is video so popular? Video is so popular because there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of novelty. There's a lot of engaging stuff. Video is clearly the format that people desire, and creating 3D worlds, augmented reality, virtual reality is going to be super engaging. And the cool thing here is that you're not going to have to use a virtual reality headset or put anything on your head. You can have both experiences. If you want to have an even more immersive experience, you can put some glasses on, Google Cardboard glasses or whatever it's called, and we have these bigger virtual reality headsets that are also coming. But as you can see, I can just move around here. I don't have to put anything on my head, but eventually when that goes down in price and it's easier to carry around, probably a lot more people is going to do that as well. But yeah, I really feel that after I've been interacting a little bit in a 3D world, moving around, it's more inspiring, and it feels really boring to go back to looking at 2D articles that is just like a flat surface like steam.com interface. It stifles creativity, I feel, in many ways. It is just so much more cool stuff you can do with augmented reality and virtual reality. So that is the main thing that I think is gonna catapult both other blockchains, but also the Steem blockchain, when you allow people to create a lot of stuff in a virtual or a 3D world, basically. We've seen how popular games are, and we have also seen how people love to create stuff. We saw that with Minecraft, and we see that with a bunch of other games. People love creating stuff. So dlux is trying to do this, and obviously this is where the future is going. People want to do more cool stuff. They want to create things, right? And you can get such a more interesting experience when what the person has created is in a 3D environment. So that is the first thing, AR, VR. I feel that is the future of blockchains, and also the Steem blockchain, and that it's going to drive adoption eventually when it gets easier to create stuff and it's just more fun, right? And the next thing is when you combine that, the 3D worlds, creating AR, VR, when you combine that with some cool games, or just be able to create games or do some cool fun things. So we have this game on the Steem blockchain called Steem Monsters that are basically having this digital card game where you can buy rare cards, and then they even have a market where you can buy and sell cards, and it's super engaging. They have this battle mode already, and when you combine these two things, I feel like eventually we're going to create some master game or some master virtual world where in that world you can create new games. You can, it's almost like a giant game, and you can have digital ownership in that game of digital objects. So my collection, for example, on Steem Monsters, I own these cards, right? And the cool thing is I paid for them, but I can also resell them in a very, very easy way. I can put them on a market. It's frictionless. It's very, very easy. So here I have some card here. I can see XP. I can sell it instantly. Obviously, you need to find a seller or a buyer. I mean, but this is the first cool game on the Steem blockchain, and they really show the capability here of doing cool games. So for example, I had this epic game over here. You can see nice graphics, nice cool things going on. I mean, this game is so well done, and I can imagine like how good games are gonna be in 5 years from now, when you combine 3D worlds, AR and VR with digital ownership, combining that with Steem tokens, so people have a liquid way of sharing value around, basically. So this game right here is in just 2D, but I can imagine in the future how you would be able to create this same game in a 3D world with AR and VR, putting headsets on, challenging your friends. And I can also see, like right now, these games are pretty, this game is very new. It's only been available for a few months. So you can not really do that much when it comes to a battle. You just pick your players and then challenge someone. But in the future, I can feel that the user is going to have a more of a more options to decide each action, what they want to try out. And yeah, the future for games, the future for VR and AR, and combining all of these with the Steem blockchain, I mean, it's going to be so amazing. I feel that the Steem blockchain at the moment is really the best one out on the market, and it's really at the right place because it can make transactions fast, and it can scale also. Yes, we do have this issue with onboarding new users, can be a little bit of a challenge, but I don't see how. I think you can solve those things eventually in the future. So that is basically where I see the Steem blockchain going. I don't think that most people are going to be bloggers in the future, because I see how robots and automation basically will be able to create content in the future. And if they can create content in the future, there's not really going to be any need for humans to create content. We already see it with automation tools, Steam Auto, Bitbots, and all these things that are basically making so people have more free time over, and with that free time they can do more good in the world. They can explore other areas of life, they can work deeper on relationships, they can work on new Steam projects. So it is an interesting future. For example, I see that articles in the future, what if you had, right now, when you write an article, many times if you write an article, if you write a long, good article on the Steem blockchain, you have this robot that comes and reads it. In the future, I can see that if you combine 3D video creation with an artificial intelligence voice, you can make this engaging video used by feeding an AI a script, like a text. Then it can make a super interactive video based off of that text. So you will basically be able to have your own abundance machine. This machine that just let's say you just write some cool stuff down, and you feed this to this abundance machine, this artificial intelligence. It makes a cool, engaging 3D video that makes cool animations in the background, cool effects going on, and you combine that with dlux. You combine that with some game capability, maybe some item that you can get in that specific video that is a rare item. And then if you combine it with smart media tokens that's going to come in the future, I feel that it truly is limitless of what you can do, because these 3D worlds, AR, VR, it lowers the cost of creating cool stuff, because you don't have to go out in the physical world and do all these things. It's just something that you have manifested in a cheaper way, because doing stuff in the real world, it's more expensive, takes more time and energy from you. But here you can basically, when you combine this with real artificial intelligence that's going to come in the future, deep learning, machine learning, you can do cool things. I think that even TV shows, TV series, movies, and even game, you can have a machine that can do this automatically. Eventually they will be able to see patterns of what it is that a specific human desire, what kind of specific game they want, and then you can basically generate that. And just because you can generate all of this stuff, it basically means that we're going to have so much abundance over, we're going to have so much wealth over, that I don't really see us working in the future. We can just have this world. Obviously this is very idealistic, but I see this is where stuff is going. You can have this very interesting game world where it can give you all that you need, basically, to create your dreams. And then you can also, of course, take that value and create something in the real world. But I think that most people are probably going to stick to creating stuff in the 3D world and VR, AR world, because you can share it with so many more people. You can get input from so many people, and you can combine it with, eventually in the future, these smart media tokens. And I also think that in the future, cool games that's being created on the Steem blockchain, if you open source all of this stuff, I feel that we're going to get so much faster innovation, because you're going to have more eyeballs looking at code, and then you can just create more cool games. And I think the design is really important, something that Steem Monsters got right. So if you then also can combine designers that brings amazing design to new, cool, innovative games, I feel that is truly going to be interesting to see. So the future of the Steem blockchain, where I see the most growth is going to happen, It's going to be in 3D worlds, game worlds, virtual reality worlds, augmented reality worlds, and it's going to bring so much value to people that I think it's going to draw them in. Same as video already is drawing people in, and the video obviously is also going to grow because people just want more novelty. People want more interesting stuff. Maybe there's going to be a market for text in the future, and even with that, a robot still will be able to produce amazing value in form of text. And yeah, so interesting times coming, I feel. And the future of Steem Blockchain, I feel it's going to be super fascinating to see where all this is going. Yeah, have an awesome day. Steem Blockchain. Bye-bye.